Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Project Cars 2 here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here and this is part number 20 of my full career walkthrough, and in today's episode we've got 3 races, the end of the GT4 series. Let's see if we can become the champion and let's try and get 50 likes on today's episode. Thank you so much for the support. Now let's get straight into qualifying, so here we go. Oh my dear lord, I only managed to get 14th place in that qualifying session. I was going around the same speed as the other cars, yet my times didn't get anywhere near theirs. I do not understand this, guys. But anyway, let's just get straight into the race and just try and push for the highest place possible because we need to win this championship. So let's get straight into it. Right, so here we go with the race, guys. Now, I still can't understand how the qualifying works on this game. There's such a divide. They're like different groups of pace. I thought it was the same pace as the fastest group, but obviously not. So we start in 14th, and we've just got to push as much as we can. That's aim for hopefully a top 10 position. That's all we can. Like I said, I just don't see how we're going to get to the front, but we're going to try our best. So let's see if we can just push and try and take as many places as we can. We know it's going to be tight when they're all bunched up, so we've got to take advantage of that. Right, let's just try and hold this position. Oh God, car either side are going to get sandwiched. Right, let's go on the outside and see if they all bunch up in the inside. Right, let's just go around there. Oh, took one place. Can we take another one? Oh, no, I can't squeeze through. Oh, God, that's too tight. And I'm not going to be able to take that position. And I only got up to 12, so that wasn't amazing. But it's all I can do. It's so difficult in those first couple of corners to try and squeeze yourself through. Right, let's try and line up a couple more. Can we go down the inside? Oh God, that was really tight. Right in, and we managed to take a couple of places. I wasn't going to let up on that one. Dived right into the apex and took 2 places. Right, let's see if we can just close in on the group in front of us, and I think the leaders of the race have just disappeared, so we're not going to get anywhere near them. Right, can we get a nice turn here? And like I said, I felt like I was on the same pace as most of the cars in that qualifying session, but my times just didn't seem to match up with some of the fastest cars in that session. I mean, I don't know where they were finding that extra time because I just didn't see it in the qualifying session. Oh God, that car just rammed me there. Yeah, but I managed just to hold him off. Right, we're up to P9, so we're in the top 10, so that's a steady start. I'm not sure how many laps we're going to get out in this session, but let's just see if we can just stick with this group. Right, let's just try and hold it. Now, I have noticed since we've done this series that I didn't pick the best car. Now, this car is okay acceleration wise, but top end we really lack against some of the cars in this championship, and that's where I think maybe we're losing time. It's not so much in the corners, it's just on the straights, and look, I just can't keep up with these cars even with slipstream, so that is a big issue. But hopefully in today's episode we can at least get some decent positions in the final 3 races, because we really do want to win the championship. God, that wasn't too bad through there, trying to hold the speed, and we're sticking with this group. So let's see if we can just squeeze another one. Yep, I'm taking that. If you're not going to go tight in, I'm going to take that position. So we're up to P8 and we've got 5 minutes, so that's at least another 3 laps, I think that may be. So let's see if we can just hold on to this and try and push for a little bit of a better position. If we could take these 3, that will give us 5th. So that would be a good finish considering I started in 14th. But let's just try and hold on to this group first before we start thinking about what position we're going to finish. Right, let's just try and hold it into this turn. That's not too bad. Let's just try and push as much as we can. Right, let's see if we can just line him up. Can we get past him in this next turn? We're quite close. Let's try and line him up. And no, I don't think we're going to get it. Yes, no, just didn't have the drive. We might be able to get down the hill. Let's try and line him up. Oh, just back off, don't want to smash into him. And it's, oh God, it's starting to get really foggy. Right, can we take him in this turn? Yes, we lined him up, get another pass, and we're up to P7. But it's gone really foggy. The fog is just coming in thick and fast. I'm not sure if that's going to affect the speed of the cars. I expect it to affect the temperature on the tyres slightly, but I don't think it's going to affect the speed of the cars in front. No, they're just going to disappear on the straights. and we've still got at least another 2 laps. So let's just try and keep up, or actually it might be possible 3 laps. So we'll just have to see. Right, so let's just try and hold it through here. Oh God, right onto the apex. Just managed to get away with that. Trying to take as much speed through those corners as we can, and try and catch these 2. We've just dropped off slightly, but oh God, this fog's getting really thick. I haven't done many races in the fog, but as long as you know the circuit, you sort of work out when you need to start braking. If you know the turns, it's only when you're really close racing that it starts affecting you, because you start not concentrating on the corner so much and on the car that you're racing with. So just as long as you concentrate on what you're doing, I should be okay. Right, let's just try and hold it through here, trying to take as much speed through there as we can. The car behind slightly closed in on me, so we've got to try and not... Oh God, almost lost the front there as I accelerated up the hill. That's one thing I have noticed about the KTM as well. When you accelerate out turns, the front end is all over the place. But yeah, it hasn't been the worst vehicle. We've done okay, but we still need to fight in this championship. We got 2 wins in the first 2 rounds, so if we can get a decent position in this one, then we go into the final 2 rounds with a chance of maybe becoming the champion. But I think it's going to be very close, because we are going to drop some points, right? Because we didn't get the fastest lap bonus, we're not going to get probably on the podium, so it is going to be very challenging. But I didn't check what race was next, so it could be a really big challenge ahead. Right, it looks like, are we going to get 1 more lap? Oh, see what I mean? This car's coming. Look, just not quick enough on the straights. Here he comes. Is he going to take the inside? Is he going to get past us before the corner, or are we going to be able to close him down? Right, I'm going to close him down. Oh God, only just, and he went straight over the curb as well. Oh God, I've got a challenge here. Right, so we can't afford to let him get past. I don't want to drop any more positions. 7th is a decent position to finish in, so I don't want to lose that. Right, let's just try and hold the turn. Let's see if we can just push a little bit more, just to pull away. I think we've just managed just to pull away slightly. Right, let's just try and latch onto this group. Just try and get a bit of slipstream. Oh, he's 2 lengths behind. Oh, this is not going to be easy. Right, the fog's got so thick. Visibility's not great now, so we've got to be careful we don't make any mistakes. Let's try and hold it through there. Get a nice tight turn. Come on. We can just... Oh, we just might be able to latch onto these 2. If we can just push a little bit harder, we might be able to gain 1 more position, and that would be fantastic. Right, let's just try and push it. Come on, you can do this, Gooner. 1 more position would be absolutely brilliant, and wouldn't be the worst result. Right, let's just push a little harder through there. We're running out of corners. Right, can we just... Oh, I don't think we're going to do it. Yes, can we squeeze him? Oh, no, I don't think we're going to be able to take that position. I'm trying as hard as we can. Oh, I just managed to close him down. Right, so we've taken that position up to 6th. Trying to be as aggressive as I can, just to try and gain a few places, but it looks like we're going to have to take 6th position, unless... Are we going to have to go another lap? I think we might have to go another lap, guys. Yes, we're going to have to go another lap, so there you go. We've got 1 more lap to go. Maybe we can push for 1 more position and maybe take 5th. Right, let's just try and hold it through there. God, it's just over the curb slightly, but you can get away with that. Oh my God, we're really closing in on 5th here. I think he's being affected by the conditions slightly, and he has slowed down. Let's see if we can take advantage of that and take 5th, and that would be an awesome result after starting 14th. So let's try not to make any mistakes and see if we can push a little bit harder. We're nowhere near the other cars in front of this one. They've absolutely flown away, but if we can just take this position, that would be a decent result. Right, let's see if we can line him up. He's just managed to pull away slightly. He's reacting to the fact I'm up behind him and putting him under pressure. So we need to really be good in the corners. We can't afford any mistakes. Right, let's just try and hold it nice and tight onto the curb there. Let's try and get a good run up the hill. We are starting to close on him. He's going to know I'm there now. Right, can we take him in the inside? We're going down the inside. Can we hold the position? Oh God, he managed to hold that and force him on the outside, but is he going to come back into the inside? He's right behind me. No, he's not going to make the challenge there, but he's coming down the outside here. Oh, he just clipped the back of my car there. We've managed to get away, and we've taken 5th position. Oh, what a battle that was. Right, so let's just try and finish it off here. Try not to make any mistakes. We know he's going to be quicker on the straight, so we can't afford to let him get too close and get in our slipstream. And if we can take 5th, that wouldn't be the worst result, like I said, and we can move on and try and pick up some more points in the final 2 rounds to try and win this championship. But this was a struggle from right from the start of the qualifying session. I knew this was going to be hard, and you just got to take it on the chin, guys. I don't know how this qualifying system works sometimes, how the cars can be that much quicker when they're not showing that in the qualifying session. So there you go, you can't see anything, can you? Look how thick that fog is. But we finish in 5th position. So the car in front, oh, you still do almost a couple of seconds quicker lap times. We just can't compete with that. Right, so we move on to the next round, so we're going to get straight into that, and looking at the points, we're still 5 points ahead in the championship, and it's getting very, very close. So let's get into the next round. Right guys, next up is Fuji GP. Not one of my favourite circuits again. It can be a real challenge, but it's in the rain. I don't know how much that's going to affect us in this car. We're just going to have to get into the qualifying and see if we can do any better. I think I need to lie down, guys. Another awful qualifying session. I only managed to get 8th, but the rain got so hard towards the end, and because I didn't get a good time at the start, it proved costly. Right, so here we go with the race. Let's see if we can do better than we did in qualifying. If only I went out early in that qualifying session, I would have done a lot better, but I wasn't to know that it was going to rain really hard towards the end of the session, so it was my own fault. So let's see if we can go hard at the start of this race, try and get a decent position and try and hold on to it. We don't know what the weather's going to do. Is it going to get harder or is it going to dry up? We do not know. So let's see if we can get a good start here. Right, let's try and line him up. He's holding the inside. Let's just try and go down the outside. We know they're not very quick around this first corner, so let's see if we can take advantage of that in these conditions. And oh God, they're really holding their positions there, but we managed to get through there, okay, and we're up to P4, so that wasn't too bad. But there is a lot of water on the circuit, and we've got to be better in these conditions than they are, and hopefully get into the lead. We're 5 points up in this championship, and we can't afford to drop too many more points after finishing 5th in the last round. So let's see if we can go down the outside here. It's going to be tough. Let's try and hold it. And the leader of the race, I'm not sure whether he's one of the, I didn't actually check whether he was one of the cars in the championship fight, but let's just see if we can just keep up with him. That's not too bad through there, so we've managed to get up to P2. Let's see if we can push, if we can get into the lead and try and hold it from the front, because if these conditions stay like this, we've always got a chance in these conditions. It's just if it starts drying up, that's when we're going to struggle, because we weren't anywhere near their pace. Right, let's just try and slow it down into the turn. Oh God, we dived into there and we're into first place. Fantastic. Right, let's just try and hold on to that. Right, let's just try and be careful. There's a lot of water on the circuit. Let's try and hold it into this turn. Oh my God, it's not turning onto the grass. Don't lose it in this turn. Oh my God. Really struggling to slow it down and turn it in these conditions. The track is, it's just like, it's like we're actually racing on ice. It doesn't feel like water. It's really slippery, and the wheels are just spinning up and not turning. Right, let's just try and take a slow turn, and there we go. Now, if it was dry, I would really struggle on this straight, because this straight's really long, and we just don't have the straight line speed that of the other cars behind, so we've got to take advantage of these conditions. We've managed to pull away, and it's just over a second gap there to second, so we've just got to try and maintain that. It's going to be, what, 3 or 4 laps this race, so we've got to try and be good throughout that race. Right, let's just try and hold it into this turn. It's not too bad. and let's just try and just be consistent. We've got to just try and make sure that we don't overdo it in these conditions and make any mistakes like we did at the end of the first lap, and just see if we can just bring this victory home. Right, that's not too bad. We're not really pulling away from the rest of the cars, but we're doing enough. It's still raining, which is good. If it stays like this, we should be okay. I can't see them pushing any harder. Right, let's just try and slow it down. There's a lot of water on that turn. Let's try and hold it. Struggling a little bit in the turns. This isn't the greatest car in the wet, I must admit. I learnt that very quickly in that qualifying session. It's not the best, especially under braking. This car doesn't turn in very well. It understeers quite a lot, and that's where I do struggle. Oh God, again, just managed to stop the car okay there. Just try and keep it nice and steady. Oh, be careful, don't go on the curbs too much. And we're managing to hold it. Let's try and stay away from that section this time. Yeah, we managed to keep it on the tarmac this time. Right, let's just try and hold it. It does feel if you've done any races on the snow, when the rain's at its heaviest, it feels like the ice. It really does. Right, oh God, going wide and onto the straights, and that's not too bad. Right, we're managing just to maintain that lead, and we've still probably got a couple of laps to go, and the gap is really decent now, so let's just try and bring this home. But it looks like, I think it's clearing up. So it looks like it's clearing up, and you can see already the track is starting to dry up already. Now this is where I was, this is what I was worrying about, shall I say, because I know they were very quick when it was only light rain. But we've got a decent lead, so we should be okay as long as we start up in the pace as well. But it's definitely drying up, and I haven't had many races where this has happened. But I think we've had one other race that this has happened where it started off quite heavy. I think it was round Hoffenheim, and towards the end of the race the AI started to catch up in the dry, and we almost got pipped at the end. But hopefully that won't happen here, as long as we don't make any mistakes. But it looks like we've going to have possibly one more lap after this. So we should be okay, but they are starting to close that gap. Looking at the gap to second, it's starting to go down, so they are on a surge. So let's try and make up the time through here. Still puddles on the corners, but there is a dry line on certain parts of the circuit developing, and this is what I like about the live track. It just throws races into chaos sometimes when the weather changes, sometimes for the better and sometimes for the worse. You've just got to try and work with it. See, I always know that I've got half a chance in wet conditions, but in the dry, maybe not so. Not in this car anyway. Right, let's get onto the straight. Oh God, struggling to turn it again. Right, so we got about 2 minutes. Oh, is that going to be just one more lap? Because they are closing in on me. Gap is getting smaller and smaller. Because they're so much quicker on the straight, they do gain a lot of time on me. Right, it looks like it's going to be possibly one more lap. I'm not sure, because we're in sort of dry conditions, so the times are going to be a little bit quicker. We're just going to have to see. I don't really want to slow down just to make it one more lap, because they're going to catch up. Right, let's try and get a nice turn there. That wasn't too bad, but they are closing that gap. It's getting smaller and smaller, and I'm starting to, oh my God, they're going to catch me. Look at the gap. It's getting, they're so much quicker in the dry than I am. Just got to push as hard as I can. Right, let's just try and hold that nice and tight. Try and get a good drive around this corner and see if we can just maintain that gap. No, they're getting closer and closer, and they're definitely going to catch me through that corner. I hate that corner, and I can start. Oh my God, they're right behind me. Oh, is it going to go down to the lot? If I can just hold them off on that straight, we've got a chance. We've got to gain some time through this section. Otherwise, oh no, he's going to come out the inside. He's going to try and make a challenge already. Oh my God, he backed off there. Oh my god, and he's just made contact with me. What the hell, he's been really aggressive as well. And we have got the aggressiveness on 100%, but you expect them not to do that, but I suppose it happens. Oh god, really tight there, trying to just take as much speed through the corners. I can't afford them to be right behind me going on that straight. We know they're quicker on the straights. Just try and hold it. Can we be really defensive on the straight? We'll try and block him off if we can, because he's going to get in our slipstream. We don't want to lose first place. Right onto the straights, and oh my god, I don't think that gap's big enough. Oh my god, we're going to lose this place. We've just got to try and stay in front of him and try and force him to go round us if we can. So here we go, here he comes. Let's just try and just close the gap and just try and force him to go round us. Oh, he just hit us. Oh god, no. Is he going to get past? Are we going to win the race? No, we've got to do another lap. Oh my god. Oh, it's all gone wrong here, but can we take the inside again? Oh, slow it down, slow it down. I don't think we're going to stop it, and he's going to take the inside, and we've lost first position. Oh my god, but second position could be under threat now because the car behind's quite close. Oh, this is all going wrong. I thought we only had one more lap, and we could have just pipped first there, but we didn't, and we've got to do another lap. Oh, this is a nightmare, because we can't, if we don't finish in the at least second position, we're going to put ourselves in a right sticky position for the last race, and the points tally is going to be very, very tight. So let's just try and hold it into there. We can't afford to lose second position, but I think the car behind is going to push me all the way. We're not going to win the race now. Look at the speed difference on the car. He's just accelerated away, and like I said, this is what live track does. It throws races into real problems. Right, just try and hold it into that turn. Just trying to keep it nice and tight. Oh god, I'm sweating like anything. I'm trying to hold on to the steering wheel and just try and push this car as much as I can into the turns, and just try and make sure that second is my final position. I will take that. It's just so annoying that it happened on that lap. I thought I'd had the win, and I got it wrong. But there you go. You make mistakes. We made mistakes in the qualifying. We've made mistakes in the race. If only we pushed harder in those wet conditions, we would have had a greater lead. But there you go. But here he comes. Are we going to hold on to second? Oh, this is going to be so close. Oh, I'm going to try and block him off, but he's going to go round me. He's not going to make the same mistake. No, we're going to lose it. Oh, no. There you go. Third position. You absolute idiot. Oh, God. Can you believe it? From first to third in one lap. And that's going to really cost us in the championship, and the points, oh my god, look at that. We've dropped down to second. There's only a point in it. Oh my god, this is going to be close. There's only 4 points between the top 3 going into the final race. Who is going to become champion? Oh my god, this is going to be close. Right, so here we go with the race. We only got 7th. We need to finish ahead of David and Christian. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to try our best and see if we can win the championship. Right, so here we go with the race. So how the standing stands is Christian's on 73 points, I'm on 75 points, and David is on 76 points. But Christian and David, 1 and 2, are both teammates. So I'm wondering if that's going to come into play. We're going to find out. Let's see if we can get a good start. Now the conditions are slightly cooler, so they might be slightly slower. Let's hope so. Right, we've got a car right up our inside here. Going into this turn, we've got to make a lunge here. Can we dive up the inside? Oh God, so brake. Oh, we've managed to squeeze through there. Can we go through the middle? Be really aggressive here at the start, and we've managed to get up to P4. Oh, awesome. Can we take that car there into that turn? We had to start well, and that wasn't too bad. No, we couldn't make that position, but we're up to P4 right at the start, and I knew they're not very good into that first right-hander, and I took advantage. But can we beat the 2 teammates to win this race? That is the thing. So if we finish ahead of, I think we need to finish ahead of David more than Christian, because Christian's 2 points behind us. But if he beats us and we come second, I think that still might be enough for Christian to still win the race. Right. Oh my God, Christian's just taken out his teammate. Oh my God. Oh, there's no love between them two as teammates. I bet their team's going ballistic. Can you believe it? Oh my dear Lord. Right, let's just try and stick with the Frenchman and see if we can beat him in the race. Now we've only got one car between us and being champion, and he's the guy that's in third position, so he's on 73, I'm on 75, and David was on 76, which has been taken out and probably going to finish in a much lower position. So maybe second may be enough, I'm not sure. I didn't actually check what points you get between first and second. I think there might be about 5 points difference, so that still wouldn't be enough. So I do think we still need to win the race, and it would be nice to finish on a high. We haven't won a race in today's episode. We've struggled right from the beginning. So let's see if we can just stick with this leader here. We haven't got the pace, but hopefully, like I said, the conditions will come into play. It's not as warm. Oh God, almost lost it there. Oh my dear Lord, it just felt like I had no grip through there for a second. Right, slow it down, get it nice and tight. I hate this section. The Catalonia is just not a circuit I like. I don't mind it in MotoGP, but in... Oh my God, almost lost it there again, going really wide out into that turn. Yeah, in cars, I don't like it. I don't like all these tight chicanes. It really throws you out. It's a real struggle to go through there really quick, especially in this car, because this car does not like change the direction. The suspension is all over the shop. I mean, I did try and make a few adjustments, but nothing seemed to really make much difference. This car just feels very, very stiff at times. Right, and we're not going to gain on him on the straights either. Look at that, he's just pulling away. This is going to be a fight, but we've still got 5 minutes. He might make a mistake, you never know. Well, I bet his teammate hopes he makes a mistake after taking him out. I haven't seen that happen many times, but that shows how much the AI do want to win. It doesn't matter whether they're in the same team or not. So let's see if we can just push it a little bit harder through there. That wasn't too bad. Let's see if we can just hold it onto this curb. That's much faster through there. Try and stay off that curb. And we are starting to gain through there. And we're definitely showing some fight here. We're pushing. Oh, that is pretty good through there. And we're starting to close the gap. But this is where I seem to lose the time. And that wasn't too bad. Stay off the curb. And let's try and be a little bit tight through here. We went really wide last time. Let's try and really start to hug. See, you need to hug that curb there to get a good drive, and that wasn't too bad. Right, let's try and get a little bit tighter through here, and we are starting to close in, but we know that he's going to pull away on the straight, so getting close through here doesn't really help me at all, because look, as soon as you get on the straight, this is where he's going to pull away. So let's just try and hold it as much as we can through there. Slipstream, no, it's not going to help. He's just going to pull away. So we've got to take him in one of the slow corners. That's our only chance of winning this race. But we've got to get close enough first. Right, let's try and hold it nice and tight into this turn. Get right and tight onto the apex. No, that's not tight enough, and we're going to struggle to get the drive. That wasn't too bad. Right onto that left curb. And that wasn't too bad. We held it pretty solid through there, which is good. Right, let's try and close on to him through here. And we are starting to close in. Oh, we're going to have an opportunity if we can just get a little bit closer into that slow corner. Really get a good drive through there. Oh, we're going to take a chance here. Can we get past him? Right, slow it down, slow it down. Can we slow it down? Oh, God, right onto the curb, and we've taken the position. Now we're in championship position, but we're just going to hold on to it. Looking at the time, there's 3 minutes to go, so that's going to be at least maybe 1, maybe 2 laps. So we've got to make sure we don't make any mistakes. Let's just try and keep it nice and tight. Let's try and keep it nice and tight through here. We know that he's going to catch us on the straight, so we can't afford to back off through the turns. That wasn't too bad. He's still very close. This is where he's going to catch me. And you watch it. He's going to just come flying past me here. And there's nothing I can do about it. Right, is he going to catch? Or is he going to... No, I don't think he's going to make it. Oh, he's going to get close. Is he going to go up the inside? No, he actually thought better of it, so we hold that position. Right, let's just try and get... Oh, he's going to come round the outside there. Oh, my God, we're under so much pressure here. I think he's going to... He knows that if he gets past me, he's probably going to win the championship. So this is going to just be a fight right to the end. And looking at the time, it looks like we're going to have to go one more lap after this as well, guys. It's going to go right down to the end. This is going to be very nail-biting to the end. And we can't afford to back off or make any mistakes. Right. Let's try and be nice and tight through here. Let's try and be very defensive. We know he's probably not going to be... Oh, really struggled to get the turn in there. And he's right behind us now. Oh, my God. Right onto the apex there. Right, keep it nice and tight. If we can just force him on the outside, we know he can't get past through there. And the times have really dropped off. This really hasn't been a very quick race. But as long as we come out on top, I do not care. Right, let's try and get nice and tight through there. Right onto the curbs as much as I can. Within the track limits. Let's see if we can hold that turn. And this is where he's going to catch again. It is going to go down to the final lap. Is he going to make a lunge up the inside here? He really needs to, because I'm not going to give up the position. I'm going to defend every single turn. And no, he's not. Is he? No. He's going to just hold off there. Right, let's just try and hold it nice and tight here. Is he going to try? No, he's not close enough. And we're in a really good position here. Just got to hold the corners really tight and just make sure that he doesn't make any attempt to get past and we don't make any mistakes. Right, let's just be nice and tight through here. We seem to be pretty quick through here. Oh my God, almost onto the grass there. And really tight there as well. Oh my God, did you see the suspension bobbing around all over the place? Almost lost the front end, making loads of mistakes, and he's caught up. Oh my God, it's going to go down to the last few corners. Right, let's try and be nice and tight. Right onto the apex and get a good drive. And we've just managed to hold that, but he is still in a... He's got a chance here. If he gets really close behind us, we know that he can take us on the straights. We can't afford to let him get too close. Right, we've got to nail this last section here as quick as we can. No mistakes. Right, let's just try and take a nice look, wider line just to get a good drive around these turns as quick as we can. Oh, I don't know if that's going to be enough. He is still very, very close. Right, really tight onto that corner and to the finish line. I think he's going to... Oh, he's going to make an attempt. This is going to go right down to the end. I don't think he's going to have enough time. Are we going to become the champion? Yes, we do. Fantastic. We become the champion in the GT4 series. What a series that was. Right, let's get straight into the results, guys. So here we go. What an unbelievable championship that was, guys. Really, really close. Went right down to the last race. There was 3 people still in it. And look at the points. Won it on 100 points. Second got 91. That was Christian. And David got 77. But that was down to his teammate being over-aggressive. But anyway, we are the GT4 champion. And now it's down to you to choose the next series. Now, I'm going to leave it a few days. I'm going to show you what there is available. Please get your votes in. And please, let's try and get 50 likes on today's episode. Right, so now we're just going to jump in and see what's available, and I want you all to vote. So let's have a look, and that's just showing you the results of that GT4 series. Really, really good. We might come back and do the other series that is available in that. I think that's the US one, but these are the ones that are open. So we still got a few on tier 4. We've got pretty much all of them on tier 3. We still haven't got tier 2 and tier 1 open, but get your votes in, guys. I'm not that bothered which one we do. It's down to you, so get voting, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you very, very soon.